Sanibonani, sibuyile futhi igama uGusta and I welcome you to Amajita on air. This is a platform that we are putting together for guys to come up here, have discussions about manhood, and teach one another, learn from each other, and make sure that we develop each other to become the best versions that we can be for the society to function. Today we're doing something a bit different. I know we're here to develop men, but then in the process of developing men, we will also be giving women some game to understand men a bit better. By saying that, I was listening to radio actually. I was listening to radio. I listened to a lot of radio. It was the touchdown with Tibo Touch, but Tibo Touch wasn't around, so the host of the day was Med L, and it was a segment where women were calling in to ask some specific questions that they always wanted to ask men. And one question that caught my attention was when a woman called in and asked, how do us as men uh, find it or tend to treat a woman if maybe you get to have sex with her on the first day, on the first meetup or something like that. First, men are not good people. Men men are very dangerous. Uh, they're not good people, but with the advices that I had there, I don't think a lot of guys gave good advice. So maybe I'm not saying mine is good, but maybe hearing this might help you understand a bit or know how to behave. But then with men, you can never know. You can never know. But then let's see what you can do. Let's say men are always going to be men. Like I said, they're not good people. So it's a risk, really, even if it's after 10 years, even if it's after 50 years, after 3 days, on the first day, they can still come and say, yeah, I'm Tolile. So, we in die, whatever they call you. I don't want to use those words right now. But they can still come back here and insult you in ways that you don't want to be insulted. So you can't prevent it by saying, Guti, I will keep him around, preserve myself for a certain time, or also can't prevent it by doing it on the first day. It's not easy, but maybe there is ways around it. You can be on the first day, it can be on the 100th day, whatever, but maybe there is a formula nyana which will not always work, because for a scammer to perform a perfect scam, you will never know that you are being scammed until it happens. So even with men, they play a long game, they play a good game again. They can show you whatever you need to see, they can tell you whatever you need to hear for up until they get whatever they need to get, and then it's a done deal for them. So, but it can happen on the first day, and then you find out you met a good person. But again, there's ways to do. There's ways maybe for you to make sure at least you secure the person. With us men, we always try and chase sex. So we're chasing to at least get a lay. But what I've learned is that women value relationships more than they value the sex part. So once a guy has worked maybe enough, or once a guy has had an opportunity, even themselves, they're thinking, good, oh, if maybe let's just take a scenario for that one day. If they're thinking, good, okay, maybe I did get this on the first date. What if maybe this is what she always does? What if obviously there's going to be questions like that? What if it was a trick on my side? Maybe I'm gonna be accused of a few things. Let me avoid, or in certain cases, let me just play along for up until maybe I can see what it is that they're trying to do. So for you as a woman, I think the advice I would have, if it happens on the first day, obviously sometimes it could be very genuine, and then sometimes it could be very tricky. You are being scammed and you didn't see anything. But if it happens, just after that, just show interest. Not to say Gucci you are chasing and everything like that, but just show genuine interest. Because let's say you went back to their house, for example, you went back to the house and then that's where it happened. In the morning, just do something useful, maybe you offer to wash his dishes with him. No, don't. I know you. A lot of you would say, no, I can't play a wifey role before I am a wife or whatever. Things that you always say as women. But the easier way is just make sure that you offer to. You see something wrong, yeah, and you offer to maybe tighten it up. Uh, if it happens, good, he lives in this house and he goes to work or he's got something to do. Be a good person now. Make sure that you leave something that he can remember you with, which would be at least cleaning around, making sure that whatever is improperly packed, you pack it nicely. If he's around, just offer to do things with him. If the dishes are not clean, you wash with him, you clean with him, all those kinds of things. Your conversations, the things that you say to him, they show that you have some interest in it. You don't oversell yourselves, but you drop some hints in uh, and you make sure that you find the person if they're genuine enough, but don't yo, it's a tricky one. you know you don't overdo it in a way that they feel interrogated, or just ask those questions, not to say, so what are we, or just the small things. What are your plans for today? uh, when when can we meet again? Some things, I don't know, but just make sure Gucci, after that, you as a woman, you also play a part, because I'm quite sure in most cases, before they even get to be in the same room with you, they already done much. They, even maybe if it was a date, maybe they even paid for that. So they already implemented the first step. So just execute another step, the second one, just come a bit closer, and now, yeah, well, in some ways, to show interest. Yes, it's not always going to work. Relationships don't always work, but then do try your best. Show a good side of yourself and help around where you can. uh, Make sure you understand before you even go with him to his place. At least you understand the genuineness in him. Which, okay, sharp, this is a good guy in such ways that maybe I would like, whatever guy you like. But then, yes, they will trick you. But yeah, just take your chances, man. Because if you're afraid again to say, Gucci, uh, yeah, I need to preserve myself for maybe 30 days. If you have a 30-day rule, 100 days, 3 hours, 7 hours. If what he wants is what he wants, he's going to play along until he gets what he wants and then he goes. But if you are a good enough person, you can trick him. I don't like to use the word trick, but yeah, you can convince him to say, good, okay, sharp, I'm a good person and maybe you might need me in your life for such things. As much as he has already convinced you, good, okay, sharp, I can I can take you out, I can lead, I can pay for a date, I do have a place for you to stay, you can sleep for the night, whatever the case, but he's already tried to show Gucci. He's got maybe that leadership qualities. He's got that those qualities that you would like from a man, you know. Because in a lot of cases, men don't really need much, and until they get their sex, and then after that, that's where you come up and show Gucci. No, I'm also a good woman. With this, I can do that. But then for those people that preserve themselves, maybe that's what they offer before they can even offer sex. With no, me, I'm a good woman in such ways. Let me come to your place, and then let's see. Maybe I do this, I do that, and then I live with us not even having some sexual activities, and then the man is going to remember you. Is going to remember you're having you around, or they're playing around just to keep you around until they have sex. But after sex, that's when I think the real game starts. Which for you as a woman. So be it the first day, it's a 100th day. That's when it starts for you as a woman. Which okay, sharp. Now I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to show this man which I'm also a woman of value in such ways. Yes, money wise, you're not always going to be successful when it comes to a guy as a woman. So you need to come up with other things like trying to help him around, because with him he's always out there trying to do something. So just offer a helping hand, Gucci. Okay, sharp. Since when you are going out for this, let me just do this for you. Uh, why are you wearing that shirt? Doesn't look nice. Just try something like this, Nyana. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Just make sure to prepare him to go out there and be the best version of himself, and then that's going to help you greatly. I I'm not sure if I covered it enough. It's not an easy question, but that's what I wanted to touch on the topic. I hope some guys are going to take this and argue against, or maybe try and sharpen it in ways that they think, oh, maybe I might have missed some things, or maybe you guys do understand, but yeah, it's not an easy thing. You can't always trust men. It's the first day, it's a 100th day, they are going to insult you if that's the kind of man that he is, you know. But if it's a genuine guy with good intentions, that doesn't mean Gucci. Nah, that's a topic for another day. But if it's a genuine guy with good intentions, you can always find ways to convince them Gucci are also a genuine girl with good intentions. Just make sure Gucci you prepare them to be the best versions of themselves when they step out of the house after that. You know, that's all that's needed on the first day, or even on the 100th day. That's how it's going to work. If it's a genuine guy, but if it's a crook of a guy, then he's gonna play you, and then you'll come back to the streets, and then start looking around until you find something that you want. You can. It's not going to be easy, but then at the end of the day, that's all I wanted to say for now. Uh, Maybe as time goes, we can have these discussions with some more guys. They will also bring in their input and whatever. But for now, this is it. I hope maybe I made sense to you guys. Uh, until next time, juicy.